it's Kari Mathews of Prairie Quilting. Today we're working on my quilt, Grand Old Flag. The pattern is available through my website, prairiequilting.com, and the fabric I use for this is really pretty patriotic fabric called American Valor by Cheryl Haynes for Benartex. Today we're going to be working on this fun wave block here. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, and I'm going to show you how I cut my templates. Okay, so I've cut the strips out and the widths are all in the pattern. Okay, so I'm lining up the straight edges here with the straight edges on my strip. And then I'm just going to go ahead, I'll trace around that, and I will just keep nesting it, turn, nest, and work my way down the strip. Okay, I've been laminating my templates, and that's a good way to do it as well, to just make it more durable. And then for the other template here, we have another strip, and this is the red piece. So we're just going to line the straight edges up again and work our way down, trace around, nest, and then work our way down. All right, for the wave block, we have a bunch of Drunkard's Path units, okay? And I have already pinned a few of them, okay? And so we're gonna go ahead and match up, and these are all scrappy as well. So have fun playing with your reds and kind of creams and cream grays. Okay, so I'm pinching the reds in and folding it across and then giving it a pinch here to find the center. And I will do the same for the white piece, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, give that a pinch, and then I'm gonna lay that and match those centers up, okay? And then we're gonna match up the edges. Okay, and we wanna just make sure that these edges here are nice and straight, and that's what's gonna keep it from getting wonky on us, okay? So, and same on this side. We want that to line up nice and straight, and we'll put a pin in that. So we end up with 3 pins, 1 in the center and 2 on the sides. I like to sew with this pie piece on the bottom, okay? So we're just gonna go ahead and I'll just keep pinning a few more of these here. So we're pinching it in the center, okay? And then same with the white piece that goes on top. And find the centers and match up our sides. Nice and straight. Okay. It's fun to work with, you know, the different reds. This fabric line is really pretty, has a lot of pretty reds in it. Nice for a flag. Okay, and the other side here. Okay, let's go ahead and sew. I'm gonna go ahead and start sewing, and I'm just matching those edges up, and I'm taking a couple stitches, and I have my needle down. Okay, so taking a couple stitches, and then I'll start removing the pins here. And I'm using a stiletto, okay? And it just is really handy to work this around so that it doesn't, so that you keep your edges together. You get better and better the more you do of this. Okay, so I'm just working that around, lining my edges up with my stiletto and off the end there. And I find that sewing with that pie-shaped piece on the bottom gives me less puckers. And you know, if they don't come out perfect, it's amazing what an iron can do to help us out. So. This fabric that has the words on it would make a great backing fabric. Okay, so we are going to press, and there are 3 sections in each block where the reds meet up like this to make like a half circle. And so we want to press those in opposite directions here. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll start with this one here. So we're going to press 1 down and the other one out, okay, so that they'll nest. Okay, so now when we put those together, they are going to nest. Okay, we'll just go ahead and pin those together, okay? And we'll do the same thing here. Okay, we'll press 1 down, you know, toward the red, and then the other away from the red. Okay, match them up, and we'll pin that. Right, and here we go. We're going to press this one down toward the red, and then this one away from the red. And we'll pin those nesting seams. All right, and then we have 3 remaining sections, and this really doesn't matter which direction you press. I'm pressing toward the red. The fabric kind of wants to go that way, and it's the darker colors. So basically we have a very fancy 9 patch, and we're just starting to sew the rows together. Okay, so we have a fancy 9 patch here. Okay, so we're making rows, and we've already started putting them together with our half circles here. We're just going to go ahead and connect up the remaining block in each row. All right, let's go sew. All right, so we have our rows, and we're going to press in opposite directions. So we're just going to go ahead and press this one. Okay, so we pressed this one this way. We'll press this one this way, so that our patches will nest. Okay, and then this one we're going to go this way on. All right, so now we're going to just connect up our rows. So let's go ahead and nest those seams. So we have those, that one, and just 2 to nest in this here. So let's go ahead and sew. Now we have just 1 more row to connect here. So the once we get the curved piecing done, it's just a 9 patch we're putting together here. Okay, let's sew. And we're just gonna go all in one direction here. All right, and there is our wave block. All right, our block is finished. I hope you had fun, and I hope to see you soon for another project. Take care.